Hey, it's your girl Ken, and I'm tuning in with another podcast episode, fresh from the bed. Disclaimer. So I'm not sure what's going on, what kind of sickness or allergy that I have, but I be having what you call that? Sleepy brain for me really gets me. It really attacks me. Unannounced coughing. So beware the snare of that, because baby, yesterday I went grocery shopping. I grabbed some lemon juice, and I want some lemon, some lime, some apple cider vinegar, and I didn't grab cayenne, so I'm gonna have to go and get some cayenne pepper. I have black pepper. I don't have Himalayan salt. Basically, making some concoctions, consuming some citrus, and I'm finna knock whatever this is out by the method that I've always used. Mind you, it's not apple cider vinegar by the mother, and I'm very aware that our apples have been probably tainted and tampered with. Baby, let me tell you, this coughing business, no, because I need my voice. I need her. I love her. Gonna use her. This coughing business, baby, I don't know what the government doing. Baby, one thing, do not make me sick. Do not give me something I ain't had. Baby, I've been praying to God, whatever the government did, Lord, reverse my DNA. Reverse it back to when I was born. Reverse it to its original form. I did not agree to be a transformer. I didn't agree to be a mutant ninja turtle. I agreed to be, I'm just a baby. Does anybody else, when they say, I'm just a girl, they also say, I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby. See? Oh my gosh, it's gonna ruin everything. I'm just a girl in this world doing my absolute best. And I think that's a great segue. That is a great segue into the topic on the docket. Next on the docket. Next case. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I'm on this little tangent. I am so excited to really be out here doing my YouTube videos, because it's really showing my personality. Now, mind you, it's a lot of editing because I have such an intrusive mind, and I need to make the things in my mind come across. And the things in my mind are basically a library full of snippets of things that I've consumed that I can plug into my life to make it much more funner. Make it so much more fun. You know what I'm saying? More playful, palatable, expansive, expansive, alluding, catooting. Oh my gosh. Give me my own dictionary, Kinctionary. So, what was I talking about? I know what that was from. Chicken Little. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. So many quotes in that little thing. And now quotes. Croats. And now quotes are running rampant in my mind from the recent ones, like Living Like Larry and the gut punch to SpongeBob. Yo, okay, I know I mentioned, no, I didn't. Before I did this podcast, I definitely started to pray to God. Not even pray, but like sit and talk with him. I call him Yahweh. I be like, Yah. And I feel his like super omnipresent, ever-consuming presence all around me and through me, a part of me. And I just be like, oh my gosh. And these days I be so overwhelmed with happiness, so overwhelmed with love, so overwhelmed with like, I don't know, making sure with like peace and contentment and optimism. And that has a lot to play with the people and that I've met, people that I've met in the area that I live in. But you change when your environment changed, and I wanted to put that to the absolute test, because I was like, by any means, I'm getting out of here, I'm starting over. And I did, and it's going so nicely. I mean, natural bumps and roads, but that's bound to happen just in the path of life, you know, game of life, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't give me gain. Kind of, like having to try over and over and over and over and over again to beat all the levels. Hopefully I get to beat all of my levels before I pass away. Did not forget the fact that I'm just the girl in this world was a beautiful tangent, but I had to plug everything else in before I said that. And I hope I really went through everything that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, for one, I'm glad I started doing YouTube videos, because it's giving me an opportunity to really show my personality, build confidence in my personality and who I truly am, because this is like one of the most authentic and true to myself places that I've been out loud. So MOL, me out loud. Actually, AMOL, authentically me out loud. Actually, AMOLOYT, authentically me out loud on YouTube, AI, and Instagram. So put that in your textbooks. And it's feeling like I'm on a groove, because sticks out her tongue and pushed back her hair that's not there. Okay, I wrap back behind her ear. So yesterday I had 2 phones, one for the plug, one for the load. It's definitely kidding. It's Kevin Cates song. I have 2 phones right now. Actually, I have 3, but you know what happened. When you know. My gosh, people these days, it's not even outlandish to be like, yeah, I got like 3 phones, like, cause you have old phones, you get another phone, that other phone act up, you don't play the phone pen, you gotta get a quick phone, gotta get a burner phone, other phone, but you're still trying to utilize your other phone for whatever reason. Sometimes it's storage, sometimes it's recording, sometimes it's just having another number, sometimes it's just, this is the phone for numbers, this is the phone for internet. Like, I basically had 2 phones in a dilemma ever since I was like 19, cause yeah, and the only reason that you asked that I have 3 phones is because the second phone that I had, it's locked. It's like unlisted. So I couldn't get a number on that phone. And have I called up to the place to figure out why my phone has been like this, even though it's not right? No. Because procrastination and sloth is real. I'm overwhelmed. Too much is happening. I just want to say I'm fine, but I'm not fine. I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby. I'm just a girl in this world. I'm just a girl, just a girl. That's what I wanted to give. That's what I wanted to give. Like transition story / real life. So. I think we always need a mental break from all of that. So yeah, this morning is really chaotic because I feel more in my element. Because Brittany, Broski, really, I hope her first name is Brittany, because the name Brittany been in my mind for like days. Brittany, Brittany, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Brittany. Her podcast really did her podcast did a few things. A lot of things. For one, it actually made me LOL. You know what I'm talking about? Like, not like LTMS, you know, laughing to myself, but like really LOL. FB, full belly, not Facebook. It really did. Because she is an epitome of, what you call that? comedy, and a platform built on intrusive thinking and outbursts, built on intellect, built on vulnerability, built on trauma, built on a girl's girl, built on politics, but not politics, and just comedy. Like, and it's like, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. You know, that's just the cake. We haven't even gotten to the whipped cream, the icing, the cherry, the sprinkles of everything else she brings. You know what I'm saying? She's like amazing to just look at. She's so beautiful. Her features are so unique. I freaking love it. She reminds me of somebody, but I can't put my finger on it because the person that she reminds you of is herself. You know that you've seen this girl before. You just didn't know it was Broski until you know it's Broski. It's Broski, bro. Oh, and her jokes are so funny. And the thing is, they aren't really even jokes. They're just her mind, man. People with ADHD are just the best because their minds are just like, it's like adult Coca-Cola. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm so intrigued because of what that. It's like Adult Swim. It's like Adult Swim. Remembering now after a long time how I used to love Robot Chicken because of its chaoticness and SpongeBob because of its chaoticness. And like the things that like didn't make sense, but it made perfect sense. Like the plot gave, but like everything in between the sandwich is like, so you put all this on your sandwich? Ketchup, relish, mustard, mayo, kiwi mayo, tuna, salmon, bologna, ham, lettuce, spinach, cabbage. Like, it's like, what's happening here? Like, it's making sense, but like, you really gonna eat that? And me, I'm just like, yeah, I'll try it. I'll try it. So I think that was everything I needed. Actually, no. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get to this point and I keep walking around it. So I want to go straight to it because this is the last thing I wanted to say is I was on YouTube and I just ended up, Broski reminded me of, it's called the Broski Report. Reminded me of myself because she's talking about a musical artist, Ethel, I believe is her name. It was Ethel something. I wish I would have remembered it. If I would have said her name out loud, because it was late at night. If I would have went and looked at her stuff and looked at her album, you know, that last night, I would have had her name on my tongue. But like, I'm watching her say her name and it's Ethel. And talking about like really, really good music and how like the world is not ready for that music. And I think about myself, bro, like, oh my gosh, the music that I have created, it's so before my time. Like, I sit here at the older age of 23 and I listen back to my 19-year-old self. Actually, was I 19? My 19-year-old self over here giving the people what they need. And I have been so underrated for so long. Like, the more I live and the more that I just keep doing my thing, I just sit there and I'm like, I just can't wait. What I need to do is take my music from SoundCloud and put it on YouTube because I'm really finna be on YouTube. My music on SoundCloud, it's not like hidden, but it's like, if you knew me in my SoundCloud era, you know it's there. But if you don't know me in my SoundCloud era, you don't know it's there. It's definitely on SoundCloud. But I'm gonna need to transfer basically my albums to, what was that? My albums to YouTube. Because I'm really establishing the spine, the bones, the muscles, tendons, joints, the body of the framework. This is how big, and just so you know, this is how synonyms work. Please. This is how synonyms work, guys. I'm not a good writer. I just have lots of synonyms in my head. Learn, when you think of a word and you're saying the word so many times, go to Google and look up that word, and you will find up to 20 of the same words. Like, I've just added the word rapport to my vocabulary, and I cannot wait to use it. I have wonderful rapport. There we go. Use it outside of poetry, you know? And then, because my poetry sparks you to look in a dictionary. I want you to utilize all of your resources. Period. Point blank. It's crazy that we call periods when periods are supposed to flow. Like, everything the enemy does is so backwards. It's a menstrual cycle. Why would you call it a period? I can just imagine a man looking at the back of a woman's dress and being like, why do you have a huge period on your dress? Are you having a period? What's this period? And they just kept it as period. And it's like, no. They even put the word period in the Bible. I'm like, I really doubt they said period. Period. I'm sorry, I'm sitting. I was having my period. Me speaking in a British accent for a Hebrew time is literally, is that blasphemy? Because I'm not trying to do that. It's just, I did a different word, a different accent, because she wasn't American. She was not American, but I feel, I'm sorry, my Lord, that excuse me, I'm sorry, my Lord, that I'm sitting, because I'm in the process of my menstrual cycle. That sounds more like I'm having my period. Like back in the day. Like, okay. Anyhow, go on YouTube, and I saw that my most recent video, after a day of uploading, one day, 27 views. And I didn't market it. All I did was post it on April 1st. And I have another one coming down the chute, baby. Twerking down the chute for Tears Day. Which is that today? Oh my God. Today, Thursday? Today's Wednesday? Today's Wednesday, so it's coming out tomorrow. And then next week, I'm uploading my next 2 videos. Yeah. So that's in the absolute works, babes. And then that's what I wanted to get to. Just so you know, the 27 views. So proud of myself. I didn't market it, didn't tell nobody else posting that video. But y'all, you need to try my lip gloss, because y'all, it's y'all. Yes, like, oh my gosh, I am officially a YouTuber. Like, what? 27 people? Well, actually, probably 25, because I'm probably two of those years. Going to my things, going to my stuff, looking at my things, like going because they know that I'm consistent. They're going there because they know, oh, she's gonna have something new. Yeah, that's it right there. That's it. So I'm gonna post this. I might post this podcast tomorrow. It's giving tomorrow vibes. Even though I have a lot of podcast episodes I wanted to post before this one, it's giving, I want to post this tomorrow vibes. So, oh my gosh. Wow, it's been almost 20 minutes of me rambling, and I mean rightfully so. It's my podcast. I cannot wait to have guests so we can just sit here and be completely chaotic and loving together. Like, I have so many people I want to sit down and literally talk to, you know? And this year I'm going to make it happen. I mean, I don't care if it's Zoom podcasting. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to get these together. So, oh my gosh. Now we're gonna introduce yawning into the mix. Like, please. Last night was a stupid sleep night. So, the topic on hand is it is hard for me. Along the topic of I'm just a girl and I'm trying my very best is, as a 23-year-old adult, for the very first time in my life, is I find it very hard to maintain friendships while going through the most struggling parts of my life. Well, I'm going to say the first things that come to my mind because it's just word vomit, kind of. Open thoughts. Poor minds. And it is, I can see why a lot of Black women are so isolated when it comes to their adult years. And it's because their former years, their early 20s, are so freaking hard and jacked up that maintaining a friendship is both too expensive. It's both a lot of energy and effort. And I always say and don't have anything else after that. As if I'm writing a paper. Because, in paragraphs, you need to have like 3 reasons. And I really feel like that sticks to me. Like, maybe 1 and 2 are enough. 2 is a lot. 3 is a crowd. It's very isolating and it's difficult and expensive. And it takes a lot of energy. A lot of energy that we don't really have. Because this doesn't even reserve for like Black people. Black women. I'm just saying this because I know a lot of Black women who don't have a healthy friend group. Like, there are people who have like what you call that, 5, 6 friends, a group of friends or more, and sometimes it's not necessarily because they're outgoing. It's just because they had time to do so. They put themselves in a position to do so. And I don't feel like I've put myself in a position yet to do so for real. I mean, to the extent of I'm putting myself in the position to get friends and maintain and keep and invest in those friends. I don't do that because I'm like with the wind right now. I'm so with the wind and and it's inconsistent. It's like I'm hot, then I'm cold. I'm yes, then I'm no. I'm in, then I'm out. I'm up and I'm down. I'm wrong when it's, you know what I'm saying? It's black and it's all of the things. And it's very isolating because I don't want to be the person whose friend is only is only her boyfriend, only her husband. No, Charlie and Larla, no. When I sit here and I think, like, one of the things that people in their early 30s are like saying, they're like, you have to, friendships are hard work. They are. And I lost my one of my bestest friends that I had for a long time. And mind you, I'm getting acquainted still with the change because there were other people that I've met that I'm like, you would make a great best friend. Like, I want you to be one of my best friend. And then when it gets to it, I'm like nervous and anxious almost to create that relationship. Not because I'm afraid that they'll leave me, but because in my previous relationship, I was picked on and my personality was not consistently, not saying consistently praised, but it was like there was so much fault found in my previous relationships about me as a person that I truly beat myself up, and I don't even want to interact with other people because I genuinely was made to feel like I was a bother, that I was annoying, that I was a waste of space, that I don't deserve, and that a lot of my efforts will get wasted. And I don't want to go through that again. And I don't like to feel more, not that I don't want to go through that again. Yes. And I don't want to feel that way again. I've worked on myself too much for like 60 days. 60 days. 60 days. 60? Cinco. I'm aware that that's 5, but come on. Like, I've worked on myself so much for these 60 days for me to get into something and be like, oh, back to square one. I mean, in a way, I'm kind of in that predicament, but I'm getting the hell out. Right now. Get out right now. It's the end of you and me. Yes. I love JoJo. Oh. Vocals undefeated. What? I would love to sing with her. Like some people, I'd love to sing with, like JoJo. I know if I ever sing with her, I'm gonna tell the girl, blow me out the water. Forget me. F me. You better blow. Baby, I like, according to her, like, some ranking scale, if she's a 10, I'm definitely a 4. And I'm okay with that. Baby, it don't matter. Sometimes just being in the room is wonderful. Being in the room is wonderful. And her vibe, like, oh my gosh. Like, oh my goodness. Imagine JoJo. I mean, I'm gonna say basically song snippets when I can't think of an artist name, but imagine JoJo singing a song with I'll wait for you to come to me. I'm holding on. Imagine them singing a song together. Imagine Madison Beer. Is that her name, Madison Beer? That's the other white girl who does like those R&B. Like white soulful women. Wait a minute. Why aren't more white soulful women singing songs together? Hold the phone. Hello? Is anybody listening? When you think of white soulful women singing songs, they don't ever sing with other white soulful women who sing songs. And you know what? I would consider Adele as a soulful singer. And I've never heard her sing with any other soulful singer. As a white woman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like R&B. Not like R&B. And that's not R&B, but she's very soulful. Like JoJo, very soulful. And they're really like, oh my gosh. Even Naomi, the YouTuber, like, she sings so good. I just want people to mesh. White women collect, create music together. Go get a music group. We would root for you, girl. I know there are so many white women waiting for a white girl soulful music group. They would eat that up. And honestly, white people, black people would too. We would too. Because I mean, Asians do it. Hello? Hold the phone again. And you better not press the in button. Because I'm onto something. Asians do it. They have whole Asian groups that be having soulful music. Asians aren't scared of nothing, baby. They like, I'm living my life. Okay? They have reached the pinnacle, and we're just now trying to do the thing. Neither here or there. So, it's hard to make friends right now. And it's just an acknowledgement. And you know what? I really do say that because I'm aware that I haven't been the most to certain people. I haven't been the best of friends. Like, I get very, I'm not even putting myself under the bus or nitpick on myself. I'm still gauging who is supposed to be in my friend group. And I used to be a person where I let history continue, history and experience and previous bonding. I let all the factors play a part. Everything outside of outside of intuition, which should be one of the first things on the list. Like intuition, vibes, connection, experiences, memories, all that things. And I'm just still figuring out who should stay, who should go. And people who I feel like should stay, I'm really pursuing. Because my thing is this, not saying I don't want to be changed, as in like I'm stuck in my ways, but I haven't learned how to shift myself foundationally in a way that accommodates for people to really get irritated genuinely and ignore me for who I am. And like I said, that's something I just don't know how to cope with right now in a friendship. So I'd rather just distance myself. And I know it can make a relationship strained and exhausting, but I'm strained and I'm exhausted already by not having the opportunity to be myself. When I know in my heart of hearts that I'm genuine, that I'm caring, that I'm the best me that I can be. And granted, I take friendships like one friendship at a time because I want to be very careful. Very, very careful. So, yeah. So, yeah. Friendships are very, it's on my radar, like hardcore. But one of the things that I do need to learn is how to tier people. That is so hard to me because I never had to do that. Mind you, granted, if I was younger and I did that, I would have had things so much better. But because I didn't grow up with parents that had friends, I don't know how to do any of this. And that is, I'm telling you, I'm going to deem this as a generational curse. Because I'm cursed. This is a hard thing to get through. I see all of this stuff as like, man, not saying I don't want my child to go through anything, but back to the beginning. I don't want them to grow up and see me doing things, being things that I know that deep in my heart I wouldn't be okay or wouldn't be confident in them doing solely because I do that. I don't want them to grow up isolated and afraid to make friends because mommy found it too hard to make friends and have a life, And I hate to be the one who's overconsumed in somebody else's life because I have no life. No. My dream, my goal is to be an it girl. Not to y'all standards, but to my own. And I'm still figuring out who that it girl is, because I'm just a girl. I'm just a baby. Okay? So I'm going to give myself grace and time to figure this sugar honey and iced tea out. And even though I'm venting and expressing this in real time, because mind you, people in their 30s, they're going to always say the things that you need to know. Investing, 401k, saving, relationships. Take a couple years off of relationships to get to know yourself. Use this time to get to know yourself. All the things. Yes, I agree. And I'm going to do said things. Yeah. So good luck to everybody. Not even good luck, like safe travels. We're on a path. Safe travels and great travels on this road. This particular path of making, maintaining, figuring out, filling out, creating and establishing and investing in new friendships to be, and friendships you already had. Because I don't say it's a tough world out there. It's a tough world out there. Of course it is. I'm not going to sit there and add to the cake and add to that by saying it, but it's honestly a beautiful world out there with hella opportunities. All we need to do is seize our opportunities. All right? Seize them opportunities. Seize them opportunities, baby. Okay? And, yeah. So let's do this. Let's get it. I know what I've been. Yeah, I know I'm going to say, oh, 'cause I know where I've been. What time is it? It is like 10 a.m. 10 a.m. I believe that's everything I wanted to sit here and talk about. That was like the bulk of it. Actually, that wasn't the bulk of it. As always, tune into this podcast. I do have other podcast episodes. I do share my podcast episodes both on YouTube and on Spotify and Anchor. And I want you guys to really tune into my podcast episodes and interact with them, because on YouTube or Anchor, solely because I can get an understanding on, I know you guys are going to like it, because this is conversation. Podcasts are big. Conversations are super huge right now. But I just need to know if you guys, if you're digging it, you know. I know I be getting a decent amount of views, but like nobody really comments. You know, like either, I know one of my YouTube videos, someone commented like, this is so boring. I'm like, thank you for the feedback. Gracias. Oh my gosh, por favor. Please, comment. Please, like it if you like it. Comment if you want to say something. I mean, anything. You know, like, oh, you're right, or you put me on the Broski, you put me on the FO, or I knew you when your song was on SoundCloud. Like, literally, like, talk to me. Like, what? I just told you I need friends. I'm not desperate, but you know, I need a new village, a new community. Basically, I'm actively and successfully building a village and a community, and it's working out, babes. It's really working out, babes. Because I'm putting myself out there for it to work out. So a lot of things are in the works. This is basically like the outro segment. A lot of things are in the works. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, elated, happy, all of the things. About what's coming down the chute. Like, I was different. I don't want to tell you guys, because it's like I'm really living my life in like the hush hush until I pop out with what I'm doing. Like with my YouTube. No one knows that I was going to come to YouTube right now. But they're here for it. I know it. No one knows that I was going to pop out on Instagram with basically just photos and like all that stuff. But I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? I've been podcasting. Nobody knew that I'll be posting my podcast episodes now on freaking YouTube. But I'm doing it. And you know what I'm saying? And I really am. I'm on the good foot, man. Good foot. I'm all constantly thinking of what to bring to you guys. Constantly thinking of what to bring to my. Actually, I'm constantly thinking of how to add to myself. And the more I add to myself, I'm going to bring that to you guys, so that you can add on while I'm adding on. But yeah, I never want this to feel like a job, because it really doesn't. Like when I'm sitting here talking to you guys on my podcast episodes, a lot to almost all of these start with me feeling disconnected from myself. And these are ways for me to either reconnect with myself or to just tell you guys something that I'm just thinking about. And I feel like it's such a beautiful and vulnerable space that we all get to play a part of. Because I know, at least I know now, I learned this a couple years ago, it's like I'm not the only one who feels this way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the only one with this frame of thought, this frame of feeling. I'm not the only one who's 23, you know. Y'all, I will milk the fact that I'm 23 because I'm almost 24. And I think for the first time in my life, I'm actually going to feel like I'm older. Because 21, 22, 23 still felt young, you know. And 24 still is young. But for me to sit here and be like, how old are you? I'm 24. Like I met a girl who was 14. And it took me a second to be like, oh my God. I'm 14 years older. I'm double her age. About to be. Wait. Well, I can't count. Because definitely having 14 is 28. So, almost 10. Whatever. Oh girl, my math was off. But, no. Yeah. 10. Like, yeah, I'm almost 10 years older than her. Not 14. But basically, like, I felt that, you know, I felt the gap and everything. And, yeah, I felt for her. But that's neither here nor there. But I recognize that. So, let me do this real quick. So, in closing, definitely go binge watch my YouTube videos. Go ahead and binge listen to some of my podcast episodes if you're doing nothing or if you're doing everything. Washing dishes, cleaning the house, going for a nice walk. If you just want somebody to talk to, just look at the titles. And I will literally sit there to have a conversation with you. That's what I'm doing. I'm having a talk with you. Let's both laugh and cry and be confused and find our way through this because, yeah. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life do you agree? Oh, but Annie had it. Like Annie, the only reason, okay. At some point, I will stop this episode, but not right now. The only reason why Annie sat there and she succeeded so early in life is because she was who she was and she put herself out there. Like, I'm really in a, like, Annie moment. Like, Annie is Cinderella. Annie is another take of Cinderella. Standing right in front of me. She ate that. If you didn't cry during Possibilities when she was singing that, you literally have no emotion. favorite show. Like, oh, girl. Possibilities is standing right in front of me. Yes, there are opportunities. Either way, yo, I was just praying about this, like praying for opportunities. And when I tell you, there are so many opportunities that unfolded myself that I had it. Some I have taken advantage of. But now, I am in such an abundant place. It's not enough to be in an abundant place. You have to be in an abundantly receiving place. And an abundantly, you have to be abundantly giving to be abundantly receiving, but an abundantly receiving place, an abundantly calm place, an abundantly content place. In order to be in a place where you can ask for opportunities, be an opportunity, and go for and see opportunities that are being presented to you. Because a lot of us, sometimes we have opportunities right in front of our faces that we never utilize because we're not in an abundance place and contentness and and all these other things. But now that I am centering myself, that I am centered, everything is revealed to me. And I'm like, basically, you know what I'm saying? And I am just so shocked, and I'm so thankful. So thankful of what's happening, of what's transpiring. And is it, girl? It is. Oh, yeah, it is. However, I am, I am. And that's the difference. And that's what makes all the difference. So I believe I'm going to leave you guys with that. This was such a fun podcast episode. I should definitely film more podcast episodes whenever I am. Oh, in my sleepy brain. And this was really fun. Like, I'm not really too deep in my mind, but I'm here with it. And I don't think I have too many like really fun and like podcasts like that go this route, which is why you should always tune in. You never know. Like, my name is Ken. I'm tuning in, and you're tuning into the love frequency, bro. This is the love frequency. So oh my gosh, I really need to sit here and start building more on my brand, because now that I know what the heck is going on, the path is becoming so much more clearer. Now I have separated out some things, and I'm just like, wow. And I'm glad I took people's advice on focusing on one thing at a time. Well, actually, I didn't. I lie. I didn't focus on one thing at a time. I did what I wanted to do. And I felt out loud. I felt out loud. I was inconsistent out loud. All the things. And that's because I was announcing everything I was going to do, which made it nerve-wracking to even do it. So, do things quietly, y'all. That actually is really the really good advice that I would repeat. Do things quietly. Like, don't even tell people about it. Just do it. Show up. Just show up to the freaking thing. People be like, what's going on? But I'm here. So, you gonna be with it, or you gonna get with it, or get gone? I'll be back tomorrow. So, yeah, man. It's a hard knock life, but it's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful time. Always see your life as a beautiful time, man. Even when it's rough, bro. Jeez, 'cause it can get rough. Trust me, I know. I have every intention on revealing my journey, my story through music, song, writing, books, and poetry. Binge my music. That's the last thing I wanted to tell you, to binge my music. You definitely love it. I've learned to love it in a way that I don't feel guilty for how I feel. Not feeling like I'm too dark, too emo, pushes hair behind ear. I'm not. It's just, this is basically a retelling of my life. And I grew up really liking The Weeknd, Mela Martinez, you know, very people who have like dark and gory things going on, but like really creative. So I have no set style of music. You get everything, you know what I'm saying? And you will be able to see another taste of my variety. Did I just give you a hint of something? I don't know. You gotta keep going. You have to tune in. You have to tune in to see what I've done for shoot. So, yeah. That's it, bro. I have a lot to say, but today is a very productive day. And I do actually have quite a bit to do. And the only reason why I'm not motivated or I'm a sloth right now is because it's cold. But the other alternative is it's super freaking annoyingly hot. I really do feel like even though we are like hating the government, they've been cooling us the heck down. It's gonna be May and we're chilling, like literally cooling down. So yeah, because that scorching fire of last year was scary. I was like, hell finna bust wide open. We finna bust hell wide open. Y'all watch Tim Ross' podcast, The Basement? You finna bust hell wide open. Oh my gosh. But that's what it felt like. So I feel like this year they felt the heat too. And they're like, you know what? Yeah. Global warming. Let's help this out. Let's bring the rain. So at least in Texas. But yeah, now I reached an hour mark. So I had you guys here for a long time. Thank you so much for staying to the end. I love you. I heart you. FR. VMVM. You know what I'm saying? So that is it. It's your girl Kid. I'm turning out. Go ahead, the music.